here talking about tents, how to set them up, and what to look for when you're buying a tent. When you're buying a tent, you want to get a tent that has what's called a bathtub on it. That's where the floor comes up, usually a tarp type material. It goes up, part way up the wall, the higher the better, instead of having the wall that comes all the way down to the floor and then the seam right there. The reason you want the bathtub on it is because that helps keep you drier when it rains. And most of our camp outs, we end up having some rain at least once through the trip. So the bathtub is good. You also might want to consider when you're setting up the tent, putting a tarp underneath it and then rolling it so the rain flows underneath it between the ground and the bottom of the tarp, or also inside the tent. Another thing you want to look at when you're buying a tent is this is a good 3-season tent, but if you're doing a lot of outings, you really should consider getting a 4-season tent. Big deal on that is with the rain fly. This one's 3-season, it just comes down about halfway down the tent. A good 4-season tent will have the rain fly that goes all the way down to the ground, and that helps keep you drier and warmer. When you're setting up your tent, you want to make sure that you have all 4 of your corners staked down really tight and spread out so everything's all nice and even and tight. And then when you're putting on your rain fly, you want to make sure that you have the rain fly pulled out and away from the tent, not just laying on the tent. If you get a lot of rain, it'll eventually start soaking through. So everything nice and tight will help keep you a lot drier. For us older people, you might really consider getting a tent that you can stand up in. It's nice when you're getting dressed in the morning to be able to stand up and get dressed. Other than that, this is a pretty good scout tent. It says 4, 2, 3 somewhat comfortably, 2 with all your gear if you're out on a weekend outing. But sometimes these kids just pile in as many as they can like it's a competition. All right, well, I hope everybody's having a great day. Remember, scout up and scout on.